Welcome to the Pennsylvania Association for College Admission Counseling College Fair. We're so excited to have you participating in this event. We have some fantastic schools here with us today. My name is Matt and I will be your facilitator. Before we get started, a few housekeeping items. Your microphone and camera are off, so the panelists cannot see or hear you. You can use the Q&A button on your screen to type your questions to our presenters at any time. This is just one of many different sessions happening, so be sure to check out the schedule on the website. The presentation is being recorded and will be available at strivescan.com/Pennsylvania. And now I'd like to turn things over to our first presenter, Springfield College.
Hi, everyone. Thanks so much for having us today. My name is Nikki Levine. I am the Director of Undergraduate Admissions at Springfield College. We're located here in Western Massachusetts. Springfield is the third largest city in the state of Massachusetts. So the nice thing about our campus is our students have all of the amenities of being within a city, but we're located in a very suburban neighborhood of the city, which is really, really wonderful. So it's really the best of both worlds for our students. We have a small campus community. We have about 2,200 undergraduate students and 1,000 graduate students. Very residential institution, about 87% of our students live on campus all 4 years, and we guarantee housing all 4 years for our students as well. So it really creates a great sense of community for our students. Our small population of students is small, but they're mighty. We, on an annual basis, complete over 120,000 hours of community service as a campus community. So service is something that is really important to us at Springfield and something that is really a foundation of who we are as an institution. We have over 40 different majors, and they're all really service-based programs. So at Springfield, we want our students to graduate not only with a great degree in their area of study, but we want them to graduate and be prepared to go out and serve their community as leaders. So we are also very passionate about developing students as leaders to prepare for the next step after they graduate from Springfield. We really value individualized learning. As a small school, we have a small student to faculty ratio of about 12:1. Our average class size is 22 students. So you're going to have a lot of individual attention from your faculty members at Springfield, which is really, really wonderful. We also value experiential learning. All of our majors allow for the opportunity for students to complete some sort of fieldwork, internship, practicum, some sort of hands-on experience. And that really helps our students prepare for their next step once they graduate from Springfield as well. We have a 95% postgraduate placement rate for the 2019-20 school year, which means even in a really challenging time in a lot of ways for families, our students, 95% of them were employed or enrolled in graduate school within 6 months of graduating. So they still found a lot of success, even during such a challenging time. Another key piece of who we are about Springfield, or here at Springfield, I should say, is our Humanities Philosophy. This is our idea that to be your best self, you have to be really well-rounded and balanced in 3 key areas: spirit, mind, and body. And students can interpret those however they want to, but we want our students to have a really well-rounded, holistic, balanced experience. And we incorporate that in everything that we do here at Springfield, from our academic programs to co-curricular activities and beyond. Our students are super involved on our campus. We have over 60 different clubs and organizations for students to be a part of. It's very easy to start your own club if we don't offer something that you're interested in. As I mentioned, we have tons of community service opportunities that our students take part in. We also have lots of leadership opportunities. We have 26 Division III varsity athletic programs, really strong Division III programs. We're consistently ranked in the top 10% of all D3 programs in the nation. And just an example of how strong our athletic programs are, we actually have an Olympian amongst our students' body here at Springfield. One of our juniors competed for St. Lucia at the Tokyo Olympics this year. She swam the 50-meter freestyle for the women's swim team. So really, really awesome programs. We also have 15 different clubs, athletic clubs, and we have 4 seasons worth of intramurals. So lots for our students to be involved in here at Springfield. We are accepting applications at this time for fall 2020. We are a common application school. We recognize senior year can feel a little bit stressful, and our job here in the admissions office is to hopefully take some of that stress off of your plate. There's a couple of ways that we do that. One is by being a common application school. Our hope is that you can complete one application for the majority, if not all, of the programs that or schools that you're applying for. We also have no application fee, and we are completely test optional for all of our programs here at Springfield. So if you're not comfortable with your test scores, no need to submit them. It's not going to hurt or help your application. We also automatically review all students for a merit scholarship at the point of admission here at Springfield, and 100% of our students receive some sort of financial assistance from Springfield College, which is really, really awesome. So nobody is paying that full price of tuition out of pocket. Just to give you a sense of what our financial aid looks like, our average financial aid award for students who are first year students this year was $31,300, and our total tuition, room, board, and fees was $53,000 for this year. So we're cutting that number in more than half on average for our students. I highly recommend coming to visit our campus. It is beautiful, especially this time of year. Western Massachusetts is a beautiful place to be in the fall. And we have some open house events coming up. We actually have an open house coming up on November 7th. I will put a link in the chat for you all, as well as some links to our admissions and financial aid information and my contact information if you have any questions. If you're not able to come to the open house, we also have tours and information sessions Monday through Saturday throughout the fall. So definitely take the time to come and visit our campus and experience our campus community for yourself. It is a beautiful campus and a beautiful campus community. So we're looking forward to hosting you for your best visit ever here at Springfield College. And we're looking forward to reviewing your application as well. We do our best to turn decisions around to students within about a week or two for most of our programs. We do have some direct entry programs that take a little bit longer for us to complete the review process, but we do our best to get decisions to students as soon as possible. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and turn it back over to Matt, and I'm going to put those links in the chat for you all. And thank you again for being here.
Thank you very much. Next up is the University of Pittsburgh-Greensburg.
Okay. All right. Hello, everybody. My name is Haley, and I am representing the University of Pittsburgh-Greensburg this evening. It looks like my computer has frozen. So, oh, there we go. Okay. So Pitt-Greensburg's education really offers the best of both worlds. Our Pitt-Greensburg students are earning an education that is a University of Pittsburgh degree. It does not say Greensburg anywhere on that degree. When you walk across the stage having earned your bachelor's degree, you will be receiving the same piece of paper as a fellow student that graduated in your major from the Pittsburgh campus. So coupling that with our school size and our small campus community, that's where the best of both worlds really plays in. We're right around that small private school campus atmosphere and size. And with that comes all of those academic advantages. That small student to faculty ratio that really allows you to get the most out of your education. However, small campus students who want that Pitt degree are always wondering what is there to do. So we are just 35 miles from downtown Pittsburgh. So when you're missing that city life, our students are easily able to access it. However, we are a college town. So Seton Hill, St. Vincent, Westmoreland County Community College are all within 15 minutes of our campus. And as a result, downtown Greensburg really takes advantage. They have all the spots for the foodies, sorry, I have a sick baby, live music regularly. And they've got regular events going on that are catered to the college students, as well as college students are always welcome to any of their events. We also have the Laurel Highlands in our backyard, so snow tubing in the winter, whitewater rafting when the weather is nice are all some things that our students really enjoy. I've listed just some of our academic programs as well as minors and certificate programs for you to see, but I will include links afterwards so that you can explore further. One major that I would like to highlight is the BSN. Is ranked among the top 10 in US News and World Report's annual rankings, as it is a University of Pittsburgh School of Nursing program on our campus. And we just broke ground this fall with a $19.2 million life sciences building in order to bring state-of-the-art nursing facilities for our students. So tuition wise, again, this is what something our students love. They're receiving that Pitt degree at about $5,000 a year less than the Pittsburgh campus students. So our small campus is able to bring that affordability. Nursing is just a little bit more a semester or a year. However, something that Pitt has committed to is making sure that everyone can afford that Pitt degree. Everyone can afford, if they would like to have that alumni database across the world in prestigious positions. And so as a result, the Pitt Pell Match Program is something we're very proud of. If you are Pell eligible through the government, we will match that dollar for dollar. And that is just one example of many different financial aid, merit-based opportunities that we have to bring that total cost down even more. So I will include information in the chat afterwards on how to apply. But please know that we are test optional this year. We are having in-person tours, in-person events, virtual tours, virtual events. So there is something for everybody. And we hope that you're able to take advantage of one of those opportunities and check us out.
Thanks very much, Haley. And next up, we have the Pennsylvania College of Technology.
Hi, everybody. I'm going to share my screen here quickly. And all right, so welcome everybody. Hope everyone's having a good evening. My name is Tyler Pauling. I'm a admissions counselor here at the Pennsylvania College of Technology. We are what's called a national leader in applied technology education, meaning that here at Penn College, we have a strong belief in hands-on education. A lot of our programs here have fantastic labs, facilities, and different work environments provided to our students. As you're seeing in some of the examples pictured here on this slide, here at Penn College, we have very, very close relationships with our industry partners, folks out of the industry that are hiring a lot of our students and therefore reinvesting in them by working with us, giving us advanced technology to provide in our labs that they know our students will be working with once they get out into the workforce. So it's a perfect little cycle for them to make sure that employees that they plan on hiring are working in equipment and with technology that they are providing out in the industry, and also giving our students the best experience possible within these different fields of work. We have a wide range of majors, although it sounds like a very hands-on school. We have different programs within the world of business, IT, health sciences, as you're seeing our dental hygiene clinic in the top left, as well as a multi-million-dollar renovation we've recently done on our welding facility, brewing and fermentation program, culinary. The list goes on and on and on. We are a very diverse school here at Penn College. Outside of having the most advanced technology in our labs and making sure the students are getting the best experience that way, we are also investing heavily in our faculty here. All of our faculty here at Penn College are coming directly from the industry, meaning that they are not just grad assistants or folks who have gone on and gotten enough education to be a teacher or a college professor. All of our folks here at Penn College have come from the industry and are able to provide that insight from the experiences they've gained out in the real world working force. So we don't just want a lot of our students to be getting the hands-on experience here at Penn College on campus within our labs. We also really want them to be able to get out and get that hands-on experience in the real world through our internships, clinicals, and senior capstones. Many of our programs here either require or incorporate an internship or capstone. Many, if not all of the programs here at Penn College highly encourage this type of experience for students. So here at Penn College, we're located in North Central PA in Williamsport, Pennsylvania. Some of you may have heard of it via the Little League World Series seen here in this screenshot with some of our paramedic students getting an internship experience. We really encourage these experiences for our students. That way too, they can network, gain contacts throughout their industry, as well as, again, you hear me say it a bunch today, getting a real world experience within the industry they're studying. But college isn't just about, working and studying, getting all these different experiences. It's also about, getting out, having a very traditional student life. So although we do come off as a somewhat of a trade school, we are very much your traditional college here at Penn College, with tons and tons of different organizations, clubs, things to participate around campus for our students. And we also have a Division III athletic, and so we are a Division III athletic institution as well, with tons of different athletic opportunities, as well as club sports and intramural sports. I know that was a favorite for me while I was in college. And the Penn College student, what does the Penn College student look like? This is a very, very brief breakdown of what students are doing here. We offer tons of different associate degree options that tie directly into our bachelor's degree options. So we have students who sign up for the bachelor's and drop back into the associates, or vice versa, come in for the associates, decide to double down and stay for the bachelor's. And you're seeing some of our more popular programs across the bottom there. We do want to show up a couple quick students here. One of them being Allie Patrizzi, who is a recent grad from our graphic design program. Allie was very involved around campus. She also took advantage of the internship opportunities I talked about and received an internship with Vera Bradley, if anybody has heard of them, and now was currently provided a full-time position with Vera Bradley soon after graduation. And then just a couple more students we wanted to show off about in the range of students and jobs that folks are landing from Penn College. One of them being Christina on the left from our culinary program. Christina is a proud grad and a CHOP champion. So I'm sure we've all heard of CHOP from the Food Network. Christina is back on campus all the time doing different demonstrations for our students. We have several other students here that we're just wanting to show off a little bit about some of the different jobs our students are landing. And then quickly, our three-step admissions process. Here at Penn College, we are what's called an open enrolling admission institution, meaning we are offering acceptance all year round. And we are also a school that does not look at GPA or SAT scores. So as soon as we have an application from a student, as well as their transcripts from their high school, we are able to offer that student acceptance into Penn College and get them onto meeting placement requirements, just testing out your math and English skills to make sure we're not starting you off on the wrong foot. We really encourage folks to stay connected with us. We are very engaged out on our social media platforms, as well as through the Penn College app. We also really encourage students to utilize our admissions counselors. For example, I'm a transfer admissions counselor. I have that specialization. We have counselors similar to me throughout Penn College's network. But most importantly, we really encourage students to come and check us out with the labs and facilities we have here at Penn College. If you're not seeing us, you're not getting the full scope of what we can offer. So I will drop some links in the chat as well. Thank you to all of you for coming out. And if you have any questions, please reach out. Thanks, Matt.
Excellent. Thank you, Tyler. Next up is Holy Family University.
Hello, everyone. Let me just go ahead and share my screen really quickly. Okay, so hello everyone. So I'm Leanne. I know it says Michelle there, but my name is Leanne Hutchinson. I am an admissions counselor over at Holy Family University. I am also a proud alumni of my undergrad and also graduate degrees. So a little starter information about Holy Family. We were founded in 1954. So we've been around quite a bit, and we gained our university status back in 2002. So average class size, you're looking at around 350 students. We are a smaller university in Philadelphia. And we're about 10 minutes away, 10, 15 minutes away from Center City, which is somewhere where a lot of our students like to go and visit from time to time. We do have a residence life. We are a majority commuter-based schools, but that does not mean that our residents don't get a fun time on campus as well as our commuter students. We have 3 instructional buildings, and then 3 residence halls, a library, and also a campus center. Just some information about the academics. Here at Holy Family, we have a 12-to-1 student to faculty ratio. Like I said, we are a smaller school. We prefer it that way. We like to be able to get to know the students and be able to give a more one-on-one education. Average class size is around 16 students. That obviously depends on what class it is, and what major it is. Some of our more popular majors like nursing or the education majors, those classes tend to be slightly bigger, but we still make sure that we put a focus on that one-on-one interaction with students. We have over 30 academic majors currently, over 20 academic minors available. And then we also have one-on-one faculty advising. So when a student gets accepted, they will be set up with an academic advisor for their first year. And then after that, they receive an advisor in their major who will then follow them for the rest of their time with us. They will have to meet with them every year, but this is just to make sure that you are on the right path in your studies and making sure that you are still enjoying what you are studying, because that is the goal. So here at Holy Family, we put a lot of emphasis on real world experiences, and we really want our students to go into the field having that personal life skills and being able to not just go out there learning from a book. So we do offer our one-on-one career planning through our experimental learning. And what they do, they start your freshman year with a freshman experience class, and they will follow you for those 4 years. They test you in regards to what are some skills that you have, what kind of career you would like after college, and then helping you through the process of setting up what major you can actually be in. Because it's one thing to want to be, I don't know, an astronaut, but then you going into an English major because you kind of like it. So we really try to help our students make sure that they're on the right path. Through there, we also offer our 6-week workshop series, which is based on helping you be able to find a career and get ready for that job application process. We currently have over 170 internship placements where our students are placed. All of our, by the end of the year or soon, all of our majors will require some type of internship. Again, this is just something we have in place to ensure that our students are getting that real world experience and knowledge. We also obviously have our student teaching for our education majors and our clinical placements for our nursing majors and radiology. Just some information about student life. We do offer many different on and off campus programs. Our most recent program was just our homecoming. And then our most recent off campus, even though it's a little different now, obviously with everything going on and COVID, our most recent off campus was we had a quizzo for some of our alumni, and we invited some current students there as well. So there's always something to do. A newsletter alert gets sent out every week, so students are updated on what's going on. We have over 30 student organizations on campus, and that goes anywhere from the video game club to our student government. We also have 16 honor societies on campus that students are more than welcome to join. Obviously, keep in mind that you have to meet a specific entry for that. The words escape me, but we also have different HFU traditions on campus. One of our favorite traditions currently, at least one of my favorites, is our Breakfast with Champions. So during our finals week in both semesters, we will have the cafeteria open all night, and students who are studying late at night have the opportunity to come and have breakfast with us while they're studying. We have 3 different housing styles, and we are a Division II NCAA school. Just a quick overview of our application. We are a rolling admission school. There is currently no application fee. We are also on the Common App, and our application is on our website. A high school transcript is required. We are a test optional school, but it does not harm if you have that higher score. It might factor into a higher scholarship, which our scholarships currently are ranging from $14,000 to $22,000. And then just some of our averages. 100% of our students receive some type of financial aid. And then there's just a little bit of what our tuition and room and board look like. We are the lowest net cost private university in the city of Philadelphia, which is always nice to know. And as I said, our merit scholarships, this is actually incorrect. They are now $14,000 to $22,000. And obviously those come with GPA requirements, but every student receives one when they apply. And just some of our outcomes, we do have 4+1 and 4+2 programs. We are recognized as a Value All-Star University and a top 10 school in regards to our student employee rates. And we have over 500 employer partnerships that we currently work with to place our students into different positions. So that was all for me. You are more than welcome to schedule a tour on our campus. We do offer in-person tours, and we actually have an open house next month on November 7th. So if anyone wants to visit our campus, we'd be more than happy to have you there. And I will drop my contact information below.
Great, thank you very much. Next up is Nova Southeastern University.
Thank you so much. Like Matt said, my name is Julia Severance. I'm representing Nova Southeastern University. Right before we get started, I do just want to talk a little bit about our academic timeline. So we actually originally started off as a doctoral program. We moved into the master's realm and then officially opened up our doors at the undergraduate level. So although we have 20,000 students on our main campus in Davie, Florida, we actually only have 6,000 undergrad. So it does feel like a pretty small school, even though we are medium. Our average class size is 17, but I've seen them anywhere from 5 to 30, depending on what class you're taking and the time that you are taking that class. Another really great thing about NSU is our academic and career coaches that you will have throughout all 4 years as an undergrad student. So not only are your career and academic coaches not only going to be helping you pick classes, but they're going to be helping you with internships, resume building, and really just helping guide you to the career that you want after you graduate our doors at the undergrad level. A really great thing about NSU and Nova is also our diversity. We do have all 50 states represented and over 115 different countries represented on our campus as well. So definitely a lot of culture and diversity here on our campus. We are a private research institution. So we do have over 150 research projects that range in all different fields. Just to name a few, some medical, marine science, and business and even education. And lastly, we are highly ranked not only on US News, but also the WSJ as well. So we definitely take a lot of pride in that. We do have over 50 different undergraduate degree programs for undergrad students. That is not including some of our majors, some of our minors and concentrations that you can also combine with your major here at NSU. These departments that you see here on the screen are some of our base departments on campus. But we are definitely really flexible with our students when it comes to your academia. So definitely a lot to choose from here at Nova. I do want to talk a little bit about our oceans of opportunity. So one thing that will be required of you as an undergrad student is Excel units. You will be required 6, and it's not because we want to punish you or make your life hard. It's actually a tool that we set in place so that students can actually gain hands-on experience, be able to take advantage of their college education, and also just really make you better students at the end of the day. So there's a lot of ways you can also earn these Excel units. A lot of our students that do leave our doors at the undergraduate level leave with way more than that is required of them. One of the ways that you can get Excel units is through internships. We do have over 1,000 different internships every year for our students to take advantage of. We also have study abroad and travel study opportunities. So anywhere from 1 week, 2 weeks to a summer to a semester, you can take advantage of throughout your time here at NSU. Also, we do have a lot of career development opportunities, whether that be shadowing some of our graduate or professionals, attending online webinars that we host, or even in-person sessions. Those are also really great ways to take advantage of our opportunities here. And then also just sitting down with your career coach and talking a little bit more about what you want to do and what you want to accomplish after your 4 years are another great way to earn Excel units. And lastly, and most favorite is, of course, research. Since we are a research institution, you can definitely earn Excel units through that. We do have an oceanographic center that's just 30 minutes south of us on our main campus in Davie, Florida, where they are currently doing coral reef restoration and anti-cancer therapy. So definitely a lot to do, not only just like the marine science, but we also have a great medical program, nursing as well, where students are taking advantage of these opportunities. So we have a lot to do here on campus. We have about 16 NCAA Division II teams, both men and women, located on our main campus. We have over 130 different clubs and organizations that can be focused on career, hobby-based, or just even, something that students are interested in taking advantage of. And our participation rate is so high here at NSU because students can find something really easy to get involved in, but they also can start their own club or organization with just 6 students and an advisor to oversee their club. Lastly, I just want to talk a little bit about our ranking on niche.com. We were ranked top 100 for best college campuses in America. And I like to think that has a lot to do with our location in sunny South Florida. So we are about 1 hour away from the Florida Keys, 3 hours away from the second happiest place on the planet, NSU being the first, Disney being the second, of course, and then only 15 minutes away from Fort Lauderdale Beach. So our location is really great. I mean, not only is there so much to do in our school, but there's also so much to do in the South Florida area. I mean, we have museums. NSU actually owns a museum down on Los Olas Boulevard where students can actually have free admission. And then another thing that I always like to tell students is we do accept freshmen to have cars on campus. It's not going to cost you anything. You will just have to register your vehicle with our one-stop shop. But you don't really need a car on campus because we do have a shuttle that will take our students all throughout campus, as well as the South Florida area, like our museum, the beach, and also Walmart and Publix all throughout the week and weekend. So definitely a lot of opportunities for you guys to take advantage of. Our average temperature is 77. And we do have over 2,000 community service events because our students will give any excuse to go to the beach. And we are test optional for this upcoming year. So if you have not taken your test scores, please do not let that prohibit you from applying. But we do have a really great application that is going to be ending November 1st for the early action and early decision, and February 1st for our regulars. So all we need is just your transcripts, a letter of rec, and your application in order to review you. And you will be receiving a scholarship with us when you do apply. So if you would like to learn more, definitely follow us on social media.
Thank you very much. And finally, we will hear from Franklin and Marshall College. Christine, I'm not sure if you're trying to talk, but we can't hear anything.
Okay, is everything working now?
Yes.
Okay. My clicking wasn't actually registering. Okay, so let me begin again. Hello, everyone. My name is Christine Cahill. I'm the Associate Director of Admission at Franklin and Marshall College. Franklin and Marshall College has a unique history. We are located in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. Franklin College was first founded in 1787. Did its best to keep their doors open, but after some bumps along the way, they did have to shut their doors. However, they never gave up their charter as a school and were able to hold on to their property, or a good part of their property. Another school had opened their doors a few decades later, called Marshall College in Mercerburg, Pennsylvania. They lasted a little bit longer than Franklin College, but was starting to realize that they were starting to falter as well, and were looking for some solutions. And one of the things that they had found out about was Lancaster, Pennsylvania, and that Franklin College still had their charter and property. So in 1849, it was official. Marshall College came down to Lancaster, Pennsylvania, and we merged to be one college and have been in operation since. And we have stayed fairly true to our opening curriculum of being a liberal arts institution for our students. From the very beginning, we were a college that recognized curiosity, and we encouraged our students to take full advantage of their want to learn. We have always challenged them through academic rigor. We have challenged them with new perspectives beyond their own perspectives or their family's perspective, their hometown perspectives. We've always encouraged our students to be open-minded and to want to learn of other cultures and to immerse themselves in other cultures. So bringing us to now, we do try to label ourselves more than just international and domestic students. We've tried to become one, and we've been much more mindful of that with our students and how we approach ourselves as a community. We are a global institution. We are teaching global citizens and global leaders, and that's something that's really near and dear to our heart as we become more mindful of the world that we're living in. So we do encourage our students to explore and experiment with their different courses, and to really put themselves out there in learning more beyond just what they know of their own cultures. So how do we do it? First, our academics. We push our students to push their own limits, to break out of those comfort zones. A lot of our students know what they want to study, or they think they know what they want to study, especially before they actually walk onto campus as freshmen. And once they're on campus, we really encourage them by being there to support them to look beyond what they know about academics. We encourage them to take their outside interest, their extracurricular interest, and see how they can bring that into the classroom. And it's really exciting when we see the students have those aha moments where they're able to take different disciplines and create their own unique majors on our campus. So yes, we have over 60 majors, fields of study for the students to participate in and to study, but what they can also do is they can actually create their own programs on campus. So students can either do the traditional single major, single minor. We have a large number of students who will take full advantage of double majors and a single minor, but we then also have students who just can't quite pinpoint it to 2 disciplines. And what those students can do, they have 3 to 4 different areas of interest where they can actually then sit down with an academic advisor from each of those interests. And then as a team, they sit down and talk about why they're interested in what they're interested, what are their future career goals, education goals after their time with us here at Franklin and Marshall. And then as a team, they'll actually pinpoint what are the coursework that's necessary for that student within all the different disciplines for them to then propel themselves into whatever future career that they might want. And then on top of that, having them take advantage of internships, having opportunities. On Franklin and Marshall's campus, we have 2,400 students, and they're all undergraduate students. We don't offer master's or doctorate programs, so they're not competing with older students for these research opportunities. Students as young as freshman year can start that process, start gaining those networking skills, and start working alongside their professors. A lot of our professors are what we call working professors. Their primary job, yes, is to teach our students in the classroom, but they bring their research, they bring their projects with them to the classroom and allows our students to participate and work with them alongside in working on these research projects. So a lot of our students have those opportunities and early on to be able to be co-authors, to be presenting at conferences, and to just be published. So we're really excited for our students to be able to have those kind of opportunities. And a big part of that is the size. To be able to offer all of these experience to our students, we can be that one size that fits one education, because we really can do things case by case with our students, where we're really appreciative for that opportunity. And collaboration, so very important on our campus. We are a extremely rigorous academic program, and it's really exciting to see that with that kind of rigor, our students still look out for one another. It's not about being number one solely on your own. Our students really care about one another, and it's about working together as a team, collaborating not only in the classroom, but outside of the classroom, making sure that you're all excelling together and being successful together. So it's extremely heartwarming to see that our students are competitive, but in a very healthy nature with that competition. They really do put their mental health first. And that's so very important, especially in the world that we're living in right now. And with all of this coming together, we see results. We see really successful results. We see students who are becoming so much more comfortable with themselves, confident in themselves, are knowing that it's okay to be curious and to want to continue to be curious. Our students really step up, and they have learned how to become independent thinkers as independent educators. They take so much more out of that classroom experience than just the assignments and the projects. So it's really exciting to see where our students end up after their 4 years with us. 95% of our students after 6 months of graduation reported that they were either in full-time graduate school programs or they were actually working on a job. So our students really are successful, and they move forward, and they don't stop with their future goals after college. Average classroom size, again, going with the theme.
Christine, I'm going to have to stop you there because you're at your time already. So I'll invite all of our panelists to join me back on screen for a very quick round of Q&A before we end the session. And I will start by asking if you could offer a piece of advice for someone going through the college search process. And we'll start with Springfield College.
Absolutely. My advice would be to visit any campuses that you are interested in. And I know that might not be super easy if you're looking at schools that are quite a distance from you, but especially if you're admitted to those schools and you're seriously considering them, find a way to get to those schools. It's one thing to join us virtually and get to connect with students virtually, but there's a feeling that can't quite be described when you step foot on campus and you connect with that institution. So try your best to visit those schools.
Okay, to piggyback off of visiting, because I completely agree, I would just say that once you've visited and you take into account that feel, what's the best fit for you and your family, don't let the social pressures of social media today and what other people might think of your best fit impact your decision, because at the end of the day, the people following you on Instagram do not have to be where you're going to be for 4 years, and they don't really care if you love it or hate it. So make sure that you stay true to yourself and your family and find your best fit.
I agree with both of those points. I would also say, I think a big thing I'm seeing with students in their search that they might not be doing is utilizing their counselors enough. Stay in close contact with your admissions counselor. Do not be afraid to ask any questions. We are getting paid to service you and get you any information that might help you in your search, might help you make a better decision. I would also say to if you're between programs or thinking about a program, to see if an admissions counselor can put you in touch with a representative from that program at that school to have a quick conversation. That can make a big difference in whether or not you choose, two majors, is knowing based on a conversation with the professor, what that program experience is like.
I completely agree with everything that's been said so far. It's very important to ask questions. And like was said, you feel the difference when you're on the campus that's meant for you. Definitely something that I recommend is if a school has some type of student panel of some sort, definitely look into it and definitely do try to attend one of those. It's one thing to learn from one of us about the university. It's a whole different experience learning from an actual student that's currently there. And, if you get to shadow a day in a class, do that, because that is where you will get the best experience and learn probably the most. I know it's a little hard now with COVID, but there's still opportunity out there, and it's definitely something I recommend.
Yeah, I have to agree with everybody on the panel, what they said. But I just want to add in really quickly, since I know we're short on time, that coincides with us as a university, is do your research, right? You want to know as much information as possible before you even step foot on any campus. And you also just want to ask questions that are not already on the internet. So that'll help save your time. It'll help save a lot of time and energy on both ends.
And again, theme of the night, where all the answers are absolutely what you should be doing. But I'm also going to encourage, because I am also a past high school college counselor, please be going to your high school counselor, let them know what you're doing, let them know that you're hitting submit. They're not mind readers. They don't know when you've hit submit. So please make sure that you're sharing with them so they can make sure that all the information that they need to submit for you is being sent. And then also take advantage of exploring the local community. See how engaged the college or university is with their local community, and try the food. You need to know what the food's like.
Great, thank you all so much. So we are at the end of this session. I want to say thank you for joining us. Thank you to our presenters. When you close this window, there will be a link to a quick survey. We do appreciate your feedback. We encourage you to sign up for additional sessions that are taking place as part of this college fair, and you'll be able to find a recording of this session as well as others at strivescan.com/Pennsylvania. So thank you all so much for joining us, and have a great rest of your day.